We can work through this problem together. As we go through it, make sure that you're actively thinking about it, and you might even want to try to stay a step ahead of me and then pause the video and restart it when you're ready to make sure that you've done okay. I'm also putting questions interspersed throughout it to help make sure that you're thinking instead of just watching me do this. Okay, so here's our question. What's the empirical formula of a molecule containing 17.1% lithium, 16.3% carbon, and 65% oxygen? Do you recall when we said we had percent, what is that also equal to? So we had talked about that if I have percent, that's really going to be the same as grams because percent is just the percent mass of each one. So I have that many grams of each of these. Now that I have grams, what do I need to find? Because I'm doing an empirical formula. An empirical formula is not based on grams. It's based on moles. So I have a simple mole map problem where I'm just going from the bottom left of the map from the mass to the middle of the map, which is moles, and I go gram to mole on top, bring gram down, and of course we know the number in front of mole is always 1. What about the number in front of grams? For example, what would lithium have in front of it? Well, lithium would have a 6.3 because that's its GFM from the periodic table. Carbon's is 12 and oxygen's is 16. Notice I didn't just say 6 for lithium because I want to go to the nearest tenths place. Okay, so to solve these, what operation will I do? I divide. 17.1 divided by 6.3 is 2.71, etc. So now that I've got these numbers, what am I going to do with them? It's always each other number over the smallest number of moles. So 1.36 is the smallest, so I do 2.71 over 1.36 and 4.06 divided by 1.36. So when I divide those out, do I have even numbers or not? Well, the first one is 1.99. I'd say that's close enough to 2. Anytime you're within hundredths of a whole number, you can say it's a whole number. So 1.9 something or 1.0 something. This one down here is 2.99. So again, close enough to 3. Notice both times I wrote it over 1. So we have a 2 to 1 and a 3 to 1 ratio. But which one goes with which? So I have a 1, a 2, and a 3. What goes with what element? Well, the 2.71 was on top here. That gave me the 2. That was lithium's number. The 1.36 is on bottom both times. That's my 1. And the 4.06 was on top, so that corresponds to my 3 over here. So when I write it out, it's Li2, C, there was only 1, so I don't write anything, and then O3. And that's your final answer.